You've shifted timelines. You've shifted into your highest timeline. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. It's the song lyrics that I was hearing as I was tuning into this reading. For the collective, bringing in the messages for the highest good. Today, you could be seeing blue jays, butterflies, dragonflies, symbols of transformation and fertility. Let's see what the cards have to say. The hero. Been reclaiming your power as the hero of your own story. Taking back the pen to write your story. You have a powerful story to share. Something transformational is going to happen as you start to tell your story and as you start to write it down. You're going to start to receive these downloads as you set aside time each day for automatic writing, allowing the downloads to come through unscripted. More of this is going to become clear to you. Got bear medicine here with the sun. This type of protection here for this healing, the frogs, as actually just feeling the frogs as another symbol of fertility, which I almost said earlier with the totems, but I'm like, why does frog keep coming in? Yeah, frogs often found by the pond, just like the dragonflies here with this healer energy, this druidic energy connection to nature. Spending time in nature could be important for you to have this connection, to the knot, to the roots. And this could be bringing through balance for you to be able to balance the yin and the yang, the polarities within yourself, to come into more presence. And within that presence, your psychic gifts are activating. Your intuition is coming online, and more aspects of this scripting, of this reality creation, start to come in for you as you're staying steadfast to the assumption. We got 3 of Wands here, setting on for a journey with new beginnings and what you've got packed at your back here. Maybe there's a bit of spontaneity, heading for the mountains, heading for another perspective, allowing yourself to take an adventure and tap into that new perspective. Get that fresh inspiration. And with that perspective, I'm getting the vision of like hiking up a mountain, and you're getting a new perspective. You start to see things in a different way. And by letting go from what the work you've been putting in with reality creation and your creative projects, your business projects, and maybe things that you've been putting effort into, kind of feeling like they're at a standstill, you're waiting for those new connections to come in. By fully letting go, message I was receiving earlier, law of detachment, you release the resistance to allow that new download to come in, to allow that fresh source energy to come in, where as you come down from the mountain, back into the valley, back into your life, you're going to come in with that new treasure that you've gained from taking that adventure. It's like when you just let it go, you let it flow, and it just starts to click into place because you're not trying to make it happen. You're just letting it happen. And so that fresh energy starts to click things into alignment for you, because sometimes when we're constantly trying can introduce some resistance. So we got to reconnect to the passion here with the Princess of Wands. Reconnect to the original spark of why you started this, more of that emotional fire energy, youthful energy of the feminine, of that receptiveness, of that enjoying your connection to the fire. And again, this is reminding me of doing it for the sake of itself rather than the end result, fully immersing yourself in the process and fully enjoying the process of creation actually puts you into the flow state. It makes you more magnetic. Some cards here landing on the ground for the grounding. Chariot, you could be having a move, a shift, a trip, or simply a movement in this new direction that is allowing you to let go of some of these emotional disappointments of the past with the Five of Cups, and allowing you to regain your strength, regain your life force energy. Meditation could be important for you at this time. I'm seeing the serpent here with the crown and the sun, to allow that and align with that serpent kundalini energy to connect up into the third eye, receive a higher vision. And that's also a powerful thing. Like if you're really, putting a lot of work in and trying and things aren't moving forward, to actually just step back and just meditate. Get into that non-resistant state, get into that receptive state, that connected state to the consciousness. And allow that to do more of the work for you. Guides, guardians, source, spirit, what are the messages you need to receive today for the highest good? The Empress. And this is allowing you to step more into your power and enjoy more of the fruits of your labor. You're enjoying more of life and more of what life has to offer. That is allowing this expansion to take place, where you're moving out of this energy of seeking. I'm actually seeing this bird here with the fruit in their mouth. Like you've got the fruit right there. You've got the fruit right in your mouth. So why keep seeking for something that you could have if you just assume the state of the being of the version of yourself that has that? Or rather, if it's not yet there, to come back to gratitude, right? Gratitude for what you have, the food that you're eating right now, the fruit that's already in your beak, the things that you already, the shelter within your life, the loved ones in your life, the inspiration that you have, that you receive waking up in your bed with your head on your pillow and a beautiful new day. Like it's always starting there, right? With manifestation, channeling, starting with the gratitude allows the energy of divine inspiration to start to flow for this new chapter, because you're letting go of strife and struggle. You're letting go of trying to prove yourself to others, and instead honoring your own worth as it is. Here with the Hanged Man, there could be things that you're needing to sacrifice in order to have a focused life force energy for these downloads to flow to, so that you can get into the channeling state for this momentum to get going. And earlier, when I was receiving some of the downloads for this reading, I keep chopping down on the ground. I like grounding here in threes, the Trinity. Touch down to ground. 333 is that as you're receiving these downloads and you're getting into the channeling state, that this consistency in your vibration, consistency in showing up regularly with structure and order, order to the chaos that has been spinning in your field, is allowing you to align with your highest timeline, because you have momentum, you have this vibrational momentum built up here with the Two of Wands, of this choice of where you've been choosing to put the power of your wands, put the power of your focus and your energy to bring through this Wheel of Fortune, to bring forward this good favor, this abundance, and this gift that comes from being able to share your gifts consistently here with the High Priestess, the Alpha and the Omega. Remembering that you're the beginning and the end here of your story, right? And as you're writing your book of life, as you're writing your story, as you're sharing your story, as you're speaking, as you're taking these notes, or you're transcribing it, you're speaking it into existence. And this is actually transforming you from the inside out, because it's transforming your own inner talking, and it's allowing that connection to the higher self to form, so that you're actually being reprogrammed through the codes of the scripting of that story, and that connection with the guides of these downloads that it's bringing through is transforming you from the inside out. And as within, so without. We live within the hologram of the codes with which we're living, and that's also what we start to see. That's what we see within our reality. So thank you so much for tuning into this reading today, and I will see you guys on the next one.